who deserves the most pot and what is it? I came to this 2 points. I think this solidifies Crawford, and I think this is just the start for Errol Spence. I'm saying, what separates these guys in truth? Like I say, to me, Crawford this solidifies Bud. Everything that he's done. He's went up 2 divisions, 3 divisions now. This is Errol Spence. This is the first thing he really doing in boxing. I wanted to say that too. Bud, solidifies everything he's done, climbing the ranks, jumping so fast. It's almost like Shane Mosley when he ascended from 35 to 47. So this solidifies Bud, and of course we can go on and on, but like I say, that's really the pinnacle because where we've been. This guy really just getting started. Like I say, he been in that 1 division, ain't really doing too much, and he's still taking forever to get to his cherry on top, which is Bud Crawford. So,
wow, Team Crawford says that Errol Spence been in 1 division, ain't really doing too much. Why can't Crawford Spence be an even split? That's the title of the video. We're going to talk about these things right now. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, this video I'm making, I'm going to give my opinion. It's not to alarm anybody, but it's something I came across, something that was sent to me. And the title of the video is from Bernie the Boxer, and he's Team Crawford. The title of the video or the stream says, why can't Crawford/Spence, so the mega fight everybody wants to see, super fight, why can't Crawford Spence be an even split? Which on many levels is, to me, a bit concerning. And again, I'm not making this video to alarm anybody. Hopefully the fight happens, but I'm just responding to current events. So for starters, to me, I believe there's a bit of bias just because that's his man. He's from Omaha. He's Team Crawford. He's friends and fan of Crawford. And just like even the structure of the title, the metadata, it says, why can't Crawford Spence be an even split? And most people are under the impression, like I believe neutral fans are believing that Errol Spence is the A side. So just even the fact that you put Crawford Spence when most people are referring it to Spence Crawford because Spence Crawford, is how it should be billed, because Spence absolutely should be the A side in the equation, which leads me to this video. So in this video, Bernie is talking, and I'm again link in the description. So I'm just going to paraphrase so you guys listen to it for yourself, interpret it how you want. I'm just going to give some thoughts that I have. So in this interview, or not even interview, but I guess on his show, I guess you could say, he said, I'm here to give you the real. And apparently he was on TBV and things got heated. I haven't seen that, so I don't know exactly what transpired. I'm just going solely on this video, and full disclosure, I haven't seen the entire video, but the part that I've seen is a bit of concern for making the fight, because you heard the clip at the beginning and Bernie the Boxer says Errol Spence has only been in 1 division and he hasn't really done too much. He hasn't got his cherry on top, which is Bud Crawford. But he's saying the unification and undisputed for Crawford, he's saying that it solidifies Crawford because Crawford moved up. Now, at the end of the day, we can agree to disagree, but I 1000% disagree with Team Crawford. And the thing that's startling about this, henceforth why I'm making this video, is Bernie the Boxer, he's not Crawford's attorney, he's not Crawford's promoter or manager. That's Bomac, that's his trainer and also promoter. However, I remember distinctly one time on Terence Crawford, it said Bud was going live. It said Bud Crawford on his Instagram. So I clicked into it and I didn't see Bud, but this was almost like an introduction to Bernie because I wasn't familiar with Bernie. And Bud Crawford apparently gave his login and his phone and let Bernie the Boxer go live on his behalf. And he was like, man, what you want to tell the people? And then Bernie went on a rant, and I have some of the rant. I remember I have it saved or whatnot. And Bernie was ranting about guys in boxing, ducking Crawford, etc. And I made videos about this. This was quite some time ago. So that was my first real introduction to who Bernie was. So I said that to say this: if Bud Crawford is willing to give his phone up and his login as a celebrity, a celebrity boxer and an athlete, and give someone else his login and let the person rant on his behalf on his account, then to me, I really strongly, and this is just circumstantial evidence, but I really believe that this is an echo chamber of how Terence Crawford feels. Because if they had straying or varying opinions, why would Crawford hand over his phone and let somebody go live on his behalf if you didn't agree with what they were saying? And I remember hearing that rant, and I disagree with a lot of what Bernie was saying, as is the case, fast forward to the future, with what he's saying. He said Errol Spence hasn't really done much. What are we talking about? How can you say that this fight, if it gets done, Spence versus Crawford, solidifies Bud because he moved up multiple weight classes, which is true. And he says Errol Spence has been at one weight class, and somehow that equates to Errol Spence. He's just getting here. He's just arriving, and he hasn't done much. So if this is truly how Team Crawford feels, then it's a scary proposition, because I can't for the life of me understand how you would say the person that the rest of the world believes has done the heavier lifting and accrued 3 separate belts off of 3 separate champions, Kell Brook in Sheffield, before Crawford fought Kell Brook. So basically, realistically, I got me chocolate brownie for me Errol Spence, right? He went to Sheffield when Kell Brook was at least undefeated. He had lost to Golovkin, but that was at 160. And he went when Kell Brook was undefeated at welterweight and beat him and made him take a knee like Colin Kaepernick, beat him before his own hometown hostile crowd. When Crawford years later fought Kell Brook, a lot of people thought he was washed up. Let's just be real. I don't want to mince my words. And a lot of people thought Kell Brook had seen better days, and he had been fighting above 150 pounds. Rabchenko and Michael Zarafa. And if you watch the Zarafa fight, Kell Brook looked so bad that the UK commentators, who, in my opinion, in boxing, have shown a propensity to be extremely biased, even they were saying Kell Brook looked bad in the Zarafa fight. And then they were saying that Kell Brook should hang him up and, he should end it and be done with boxing, which right after the Crawford fight, he fought another person from the UK, Amir Khan, who people thought was washed up, who Crawford also had fought later in Khan's career after being knocked out by Garcia and Canelo. And then they both retired, which is where they were in their respective careers. So Errol Spence, he did it, and most people consider as a more prime Kell Brook. Sean Porter, same thing. Sean Porter had a tough fight with Ugas, but he was still a champion. And Errol Spence had a war with Sean Porter, drops him, pulls away, does that separation, Staples Center, rest is history. That was a unification. Ugas, best career performance over Pacquiao, really retired Pacquiao, a fight Crawford said he wanted, a fight that he never got. Crawford never got. Errol Spence got it, and then he had to pull out with the eye injury. Ugas steps in late terms and beats Pacquiao, right? So Ugas was coming off a great win streak, not just the Pacquiao fight, but that's what it culminated to. He had already beat like Omar Figueroa, who was about to fight Broner. He had beat Ramos. I thought he beat Sean Porter, etc. So it doesn't matter. Errol Spence beat Sean Porter and the guy I thought beat Sean Porter, which was Ugas. So Errol Spence is the man. So to hear Terence Crawford's team say that, question why can't it be an even split? I mean, I predicted this stuff a long time ago. These are potential roadblocks because for whatever reason, Terence Crawford's team, they don't see eye to eye with me and what I believe is a rational thought that Errol Spence is clearly the A side. Bernie's in this video and he's saying all these things about, almost like denigrating Errol Spence as if he's done nothing and as if Crawford has done so much. And then, frames it as, oh, if you're a real boxing fan, you'll understand because this ain't clickbait. This is the truth. But how is it the truth? How could you say a person with one belt off of Jeff Horn who shouldn't have been a champion because a lot of people, including Teddy Atlas and many figures in boxing, didn't believe Jeff Horn even beat Pacquiao. That's the only reason Crawford's a champion in this new division. So we can't say he's had the same run at 147 that he's had at 35 and 40, where he was undisputed. 140, he had all the belts. Everybody respected that. But in this division, it's been a lot slower. And the reason he's a champion is by beating a guy who got the belt in a flukish way. Now, I know that's politics. He wasn't in charge. He wasn't one of the Australian judges, but that's facts. You know what I mean? And if Crawford's team really can't understand why it can't be an even split, and they really think Errol Spence just arrived and hasn't done much, I mean, that just sounds insane to me. It sounds very delusional. How can you say Errol Spence ain't done much, but he got 3 belts, beating champions, and you fought one champion, or your friend fought one champion? I mean, this don't make sense. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'll continue to mash out the hits. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. But we'll definitely talk. Hopefully the fight happens, though. But stuff like this has got to make you raise your eyebrow. Deuce. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.